clarity without movement is daydreaming. And action without clarity is just chaos. Clarity without movement is you daydreaming, and action without clarity leads to chaos. See, there is a sweet spot between clarity and action, and that is what I call the sweet spot of transformation. It is when your vision meets your next step. On this week's episode of Minutes with MinistaMike, or Mind Shift with MinistaMike, we will talk about turning clarity into action. Turning clarity into action. You're clear about what you want to do. Then what do you really have to do? Now that you are clear about what you want to do you know what next to do? That is turning clarity into action. It means bridging the gap between knowing what you want and actually doing what it takes for you to get to where you're going. It is bridging the gap between knowing what you want and actually doing what it takes to get there. See, most people, including you and me, get stuck not because we lack dreams, but because our dreams stay too big to move. Your vision is too grand for you to even take any action around it or about it. Clarity gives you direction, but action will give you traction. It is clarity that will give you direction. Now I know where to go. Now I know where to go. Now I know where to be. But it is action that will give you traction, that will move you from point A to point B. See, the goal is to break the someday vision into today moves. You want to break the, oh, someday I will do this, someday I will achieve this. You want to break it into today's moves. This is what I will do right now. Today I will write 2 paragraphs. That is what this is all about. This is how you make consistent, measurable progress instead of floating around. Instead of dancing in the daydream world, this is how you move from dreaming into progress. See, there are wisdom and insight that I always share with you, especially around this concept of Minutes with MinistaMike or Mind Shift with MinistaMike. And today is not going to be an exception. So the first thing I want you to learn is this. See, big vision, small moves will always change your life. Big vision, small moves, always. The brain loves clarity, all right, but it resists you overwhelming it. The moment you try to overwhelm your brain, it will fight back. I always tell you, the brain is lazy. So it's important for you to define your big goal, then you shrink it down into what feels attainable today, what is doable today. Your brain needs to feel as if it is easy to achieve this dream, and then you build on that feeling of easiness till before you know it, your brain will not even know that now you are a disciplined hard worker. Do you understand me? So for example, instead of I will be fit, you tell your brain that I will work for 10 minutes today. It is achievable. To your brain, walking for 10 minutes is achievable. But when you say you will be fit, it is grand, it is clear, it is big. But your brain will not help you to do anything until you give it something that is easy to achieve right now. Walking for 10 minutes today is definitely achievable. So consistency now is the bridge that you have between clarity and success. Consistency is the bridge between clarity and success, and that is the wisdom I want you to take away this week. Also, many people get paralyzed by how will I do it before even knowing what exactly they want to do. So it's important you break down the what before you choose the how. You need to break down the what before you choose the how. Write your vision in one sentence. Go this week, write your vision in one sentence. What exactly do I want to see happen in my life? What exactly do I want to see happen in my relationship? What exactly do I want to see happen in my finances? Once the what is clear, your mind will start finding how. Once the what is clear, your mind will start finding how, and that is the game changer. Clarity will attract direction. Confusion will repel it. You need to be clear. Clarity will attract direction. You will know where you are going. You will know how to get there in time. But first, you need to be clear. And that is how you will now have direction. But when you are confused, it will repel direction. And that is what I want you to also learn this week. You need to be clear about where you are going. Then the how will come. See, you need to also learn to anchor your every goal to a daily habit. It helps. Every dream has a behavior behind it. Every dream has a behavior attached to it. You don't become your vision. You practice your vision. You don't become your vision. You practice it. And that is very important. You practice your vision. You need to ask, what is one repeatable action that keeps this dream alive every single day? What is one repeatable action that keeps this dream alive today? Anchor your actions to those triggers. Time, place, event, so they become automatic for you. Anchor your actions to triggers. And as we go this week, it's important for you to measure your progress, measure motion. Do not measure your perfection or else you will quit. Measure progress, measure motion. Waiting to get it all right before you start is how you turn yourself into a procrastinator, is how you turn clarity into paralysis. You don't need to get it all right before things happen. Progress creates feedback. Do you understand me? And feedback will now sharpen your clarity. Progress creates feedback. Feedback sharpens your clarity. And then you track your movement. What progress have you made this week? What movement is happening in your life? Don't track your mistakes, all right? Learn from them, but track your movement. Every small win in your life is a signal that something good is happening to you. It's a signal that you are getting closer to your alignment, that you are getting closer to your dreams, that you are getting closer to your grand vision, that you are getting closer to the success that you are aiming for. See, create what I call a clarity check-in every single day. Let it be a routine. Clarity check-in once a week. Ask yourself, what is working? What is confusing me right now? What needs to change? What needs simplifying? What do I need to simplify in my life? This keeps you agile, all right? This keeps you grounded. This keeps you clear. You need to remember this as you go this week. Clarity grows when you make a move. Clarity grows in motion, not in meditation alone, not just sitting idling. Clarity grows when you make a move. So make a move this week. See, the distance between your vision and your victory is practically measured in steps, not in sentences, not in positive confessions only, but in steps. Clarity without execution is just noise, and I don't want you to make noise. You're done making noises. Clarity without execution is just noise, but clarity with small deliberate action every single day becomes transformation in motion. So go this week and turn your clarity into action. Thank you, and I will talk to you next week. Bye for now.